Sharing culture is just like a pack of noodles. It might be quick, easy, and convenient, but the thing we know about it is that it's not good for your health mentally and physically. It's the assumption that the opposition team is trying to provide us is that easy news are not necessarily good news. But before that, coming to the rebuttals. That say, they are trying to convince us that people online have no motivation to make themselves perfect. But before that, because likes, comments, and interactions are the only thing that determines their values on social media. Because on social media, every account is the same, and that's why they get the tendency to compare themselves to other social media to actually get more likes than others, and that is why they are incentivized to want more attention and to become better than other accounts. Secondly, they have said that the social issue that is being discussed on social media is the only way that these social issues can be raised. But again, people can also be informed by other official sources, and that is the problem here, because this opposition team is trying to tell us that the decision to choose which side they follow is because the social media allows them, but they can actually decide for themselves where the writer is giving a mutual attitude to the article. Because if the attitude and if the emotions comes with the article, they are easily convinced to the emotion that they're inclined for. And the problem with Facebook or Google, that is the feedback loop. If you're continuously exposed to an info and a particular site, you're more inclined to that perspective than when you're regularly exposed to that info, that even if that information is fake, then it is true to them. And that is again the problem here. Communication, again, people come to social media to what they can express in real life, and that is where the real problem comes. Because the more anonymous it might be, the more freely they feel to express the negative emotions, then they wouldn't mind, and they'll more intent to write critically and express their rage they can express in real life. That is the problem that the opposition team can solve. Again, let's move on to the class. There are two questions that we need to ask today. Firstly, what site has better info sharing? Of course, on social media, the only info that we're going to get is distorted info that by personal opinion only, and we're not going to get information from official sources and whatsoever. So I believe we won on that class. Second class, which sides the behavior of people is better? Because again, the fact that when we consider the case of Professor Bill Hien, where they are immensely sharing that information everywhere without no particular knowledge and without actually knowing about what that program is about, they are just become offended because they are not against and they are not with his idea, right? The fact that by Professor Bill Hien, we can actually come up with the case that cyberbullying is actually the result of sharing culture and sharing on social media, because people are more inclined to one opinion and they're just going to express that rage on social media. Again, about the personal side of the class, because we want a world where people can be properly informed, where people can care about facts rather than random posts on Facebook. We want a world where people can actually live to their true self, to live their life instead of looking at phone all day and have a perfect Facebook accounts. Let us as humans control and advance technology, not letting technology turns us into puppets. Thank you.